Good evening, everyone, to our Rainbow Blissful Kids channel. I welcome to each one of you and thank you so much for attending our special webinar. I am very excited to announce the name of our special, lovable today's speaker, Reeta ma'am. Talking about ma'am is always, whenever I talk about ma'am, I visualize the smiling face of ma'am, Reeta ma'am, always smiling face. And by profession, ma'am is the counselor and attached with ICTC for last 10 years. Have done the master degree in social work, and most importantly, ma'am is the mother of 2 children. Now, when we talk about children is our asset, isn't it? Now, it's said that motherhood is the greatest thing and difficult thing is also. How many of you are agreed? Yes, mothers.
Yes, you are
right.
Yeah.
Right. So, ma'am, thank you so much for joining with us. Ma'am, you are a working mother. So, how do you manage your children's tantrums? Can you please share with us one of your instances that you really want us to know? Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Indira ma'am. And really, it's a difficult journey to handle our children's tantrum. But if we do this on a proper way, then it's not that much difficult. We can do. So I try to do some main things. That one is prevention is better than cure. So I try to do work that if my child is showing tantrum, that time I try to not to put things in front of them, try to remove the things. Then second thing I do, that whenever we can't remove everything, then sometime we have that type of situations, then we just have to face that whenever we go to market like that time we just on that time we just have to distract our children from that particular things and just show them something different. Third thing is keep patience. It's our duty to be patient. If our child is showing more tantrum, then we have to be more patient. If child is showing his tantrum for 10 minutes, it's our duty to be patient for 11 minutes. Next is, if whatsoever, if tantrum, your child is showing tantrum for many things, then it's his, you have to fulfill something also. Then whatsoever is genuine things, you have to fulfill that. If he is showing tantrum for 5 things, you fulfill 2 out of them. Then the next is, it's that only these way we can manage. And when that you have to be strict, you must have this clarity that whatsoever your child is doing, you do that, you take care of him. And when your child's tantrum is calmed down, after that talk to your child and tell them what is good and what is bad. On that way, try to manage everything and living happily with my child, and trying to live happily and try to find out the way how to make him calm and composed, relaxed also.
Absolutely amazing, amazing, ma'am. It's really, I think, very much required for us to know the techniques, because this is all about the techniques, isn't it? Because children are our asset in our life. But to be very honest with you, we have to accept their tantrums also, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Amazing. So the takeaways, Shreya has joined little late. So let me share the takeaways. As Madam Reeta ma'am has shared that how to handle or how to manage the tantrums. Children, whenever they will do the tantrums if it is they are doing the tantrums outside of home. Maybe you have taken out your child, okay, somewhere, and they want something, okay, and they're nagging for that, right, ma'am? So they are doing the tantrums, okay. So in that case, what we have to do is that we have to distract our child from that, and we
Yeah,
have to involve our child in some other like in other object which is not bad or which is going to be good or beneficial for our child, isn't it? If the
yeah,
child is asking for nagging for something, maybe anything, it can be in chocolate, Cadbury's or something, nagging after nagging, and which is not good for, sometimes not good for the teeth also, right? So we just have to distract our child and divert his mind from there into somewhere something else that will attract his interest, and he will not nag. Am I correct, ma'am? That was the one takeaway
yes,
ma'am said.
yes, yes.
And second thing ma'am said that we mothers have to be have must have a lot of patience. Say for example, if our child is doing the tantrums for 10 minutes, so we have to be patient for, ma'am, how much time? At
11
least
minutes.
11 minutes.
11 minutes.
Yes, yes, 1
More
minute's
than
more.
11. Yeah.
Yes, because that patience is required. It reminds me when ma'am was telling me, telling us this solution. So it was, it's reminding me one quote. It said that silence speaks so much louder than screaming tantrums. Right, ma'am?
Yeah, you're right.
Silence, sometimes silence is so powerful than words, right?
Yes,
We
ma'am.
mothers should not lose our patience no matter what. So let the child get calm down, then only we will speak to our child. Because when our child is doing the tantrums, he or she is not in a state to understand whatever we see, whatever we say, no matter whatever good advice we are giving. Right, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. And ma'am, I think these are the any points that I missed out. Did I cover all?
Yeah, just at last we settle down the things and try to communicate with your child. And one more thing we have to do, that is we have to play a good co-op and bad co-op's role. If
Hmm.
one have to be in his bad good that side now, if someone is saying something to him, that he just convey to you his message whatsoever he want to say. It's very that require that with everyone, child is not sharing everything. So there must be one person with them, with that person, child is sharing everything whatsoever is in his mind.
Amazing and very effective, very
Yeah,
effective tips, because child is open up to their mother or maybe someone in the family, someone must be there who is very close to their child, and child
yeah,
will open up. Okay,
yeah,
so it's so important to understand what is going on in his or her mind.
yes,
Amazing, amazing. I think we all are getting a lot of tips, and lot of we will be getting it. End of this session, we will be getting all the solutions in our hand, right? It's going to be very beneficial for all of, I mean, each one of our mothers. Great, great, ma'am. Ma'am, it is said that, and it is my personal, I have experienced, I think tantrums are an expression of emotions. Do you also agree?
yes. It's an emotion, good, bad, every emotion we have to express. If we are taking that emotion inside, then it takes you stress, tension, and anxiety. That's not the right thing. So it's good to show your emotions, but we have
Um,
to channelize on a proper way.
Okay, ma'am, I mean, let me share one thing. It's very personal things, and since we all are the Rainbow Blissful channels members are here, so
Okay.
I can't stop myself to share one thing.
Okay.
like I was watching ma'am's elder son is 20 years old, right, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes.
my
And
son is
younger
20
son,
years.
yes. And younger
He,
son's age
he is
is 10 years old.
10. Yes, ma'am.
Right. So I was watching ma'am's elder son's performance. Let me tell you, he has got a very melodious voice. Rita ma'am's elder son was doing a performance, singing a song, and it was a beautifully sang by him. So I was fully amazed that being a working mother and handling two children, and also your when your son was singing a song, I was just listening because couple of videos that you posted in FB in our private community. So I was just hearing, and I was thinking that how ma'am is managing so well. Ma'am, why don't you share? I mean, what do you do? I mean, if you don't mind, give us some tips also.
Yeah, earlier I was facing problem, but because my elder son diagnosed with ADHD, it's attention hyperactive uh, disorder. Means he was very hyperactive, so didn't like study. So I decided to channelize his energy and just join him tabla classes. When he completed his tabla, side by side he started taking that vocal music classes also. Now he is very good in music. So I try to that see the strengths of children, not weaknesses. And wherever I feel my child is doing this thing better, then I try to push my child to do that thing only. Younger son also has lots of issues. Again, he doesn't like studies. He show it's a that tantrum is normal first of all, but it's in the age of 1.5 children starts their tantrum and stop doing this when he or she is 3 or 4 years old, when he started understanding that how what is good or what is bad. But there are children who has some issues and they uh, do tantrum for long time, like my son. He is 10 years old till this in this age also he is showing tantrum. And I try to channelize him, try to handle him with understanding what to do or what not to do, with clarity of mind. And understand, try to apply the behavioral therapies, that ABA therapy, applied behavior analysis. In on that, there are three things, that is ABC we have to follow. Stands for antecedent. What happened before behavior starts? Then behavior, then consequences. So we just have when something happened, because many times we can't understand what happened, but then also we have to be focused and try to be positive and try to change the behavior whatsoever wrong going on. So whatsoever we feel that it's not good, try to remove that things. And if you say no, then no means no. And uh, see where your child is good, and see that your child's strengths, and tell them to do that things side by side. It's good to do study also, but where your child is good, push them to do that things. And one more thing, that you just have to follow 3 R's. If your child's behavior is not on a right way, try to change your child's behavior from bad to good. Replace the child's behavior, then repeat it again and again, then give him reward. It's very important to do. So try to
Amazing,
follow
amazing.
something,
I mean,
trying
amazing. I
to
mean, I'm
doing to
yes,
do
ma'am.
something to that channelize my children.
Great, great. Ma'am, wonderful. I'm really amazed. I mean, the more we are, deep diving into this, I mean, a lot of techniques and methods we are also learning, right, mothers? Can you please show your thumbs up? At least I am getting a lot of benefits. Yes. Getting to know so many things that I didn't know, right? So, ma'am said, let me summarize this. Let me tell you the takeaways of this particular thing that ma'am was discussing about. So, we came to know number one that we should focus on the good side of our child. We should not focus on what is lacking, right, ma'am? We
Yes.
will try to nurture his or her talents. So, and we will give the support to do well or to take the things into the next level. And we should not compare our child with anyone. That other children are doing study, you also see study is required, as ma'am said, that we also should focus what is there, what's the special quality of the child. We have to understand that, and we have to give the full support, as ma'am also have done. Ma'am understood, ma'am observed what is there, what is his interest, area of interest, and then ma'am put him into that, and now his child is doing very well. So we will also do the same. And the next, ma'am said that try to remove, means the behavioral corrections. Whatever is not good, we have to remove it with the, to replace that bad with the good things. And when we will see that yes, it is working out well, if we experiment something which is good, right, ma'am? And then if we experience that yes, it is working well with my child, so I will repeat that. So replace the bad things with the good, and then we should repeat that if it is working out well. And yes, being a mother, if you think that something is not good for the child, we should stick to our point no matter what. No. But yes, we have to be well behaved, we should not be harsh, and we should not be hard. This is the objective of our today's webinar, that we should be the gentle parental, isn't it? So okay, we should be soft, but yes, should be rigid from inside. We will decide something, and then we will execute that. Ma'am, next is I one thing, it is a common problems that right now I also have experienced, that I also had gone through, although I am still trying to do it. I have seen that a working mother, okay, when a mother is going for a work, and that time what happens, the child is not getting his or her mother, right? So
Yes.
therefore, having lot of behavioral changes take place within that child. Child
Yes.
is very reluctant to accept that reality, that he is not going to get his mother for a long time, or she is not going to get her mother for a long time. So therefore, a lot of behavioral changes take place, doesn't listen to anyone, becoming so rigid, isn't it? So a lot of
Yes.
this unacceptable behavior takes place. So ma'am, since you are also a working mother, so what do you think, what do you advise to our viewers, to all our mothers, that what should be done, what should be needful when we see that it is happening, how to manage work as well as our child, so the child will be able to accept it and will be able to lead a normal life? Over to you, ma'am.
Just when we are in routine, then our child follow us first of all. So only we have to be live in routine and do good thing in front of your child. Then definitely your child follow. And just I just have to say like that, that we have to be live in routine and be positive, and just tell your child to do his or her work by himself or herself. Don't focus on any that and any that type of things which is not good for him or her. I don't have anything to say. I don't. Uh, yeah.
You have already answered very nicely, because the 2 points that you talked about, I've understood. I can connect it. Ma'am said, let me tell you the takeaways of these questions and answers. Like being a mother or being a working mother, when we are going out for our work, now child will not take it, will not accept it, because child always try to grab our attention, always try to be with us. It is normal. But as we mothers cannot do this, because this is after end of the day life. It means, or mother, it means that to make our child strong enough to face the reality, right? We cannot be with our child whole life, entire life, right? So just to be with the child for whole time is not the solution. Am I correct? So what,
Yeah.
yes, so what we have to do is that let us practice from the beginning. So as we have to incorporate a daily routine, which is very important. Like the way that we are keeping a daily routine for ourselves, we elders are following our own daily routine, right? Similarly, we have to fix our daily routine for our child. Okay, get accustomed with that. Let your child get accustomed with that. That's very important. But it will not, don't think that it will happen overnight. Your child
Yes.
may not, yes, ma'am. I also have experience. I'm totally agree with you, ma'am. That child will not take it, will not accept. But over and over, you have to make him or her get accustomed with that daily routine. That is number one, ma'am said, a very, very effective remedy. Trust me. Second remedy, ma'am said that let your child do his or her own activity. Do not help in each and everything. Let her get accustomed. It's called, our objective is to make our child not dependent, but to be independent. It is
Yes.
his or her life. So let him understand that we are the helping hands. We mothers are the whole helping hands. We can hold our children's hand, but walk, they have to do it. Right, ma'am?
Yes. Yes.
Right. That is this two very, very important thing. Sometimes we mothers, get so much of confused with these two things. So being, because here Deboshri is also a working mother, Shreya is also a working mother. I'm sure the both of them had a lot of queries in their mind, how to do it, what to do this and all this. So I think Deboshri and Shreya, I would request you that you will not be getting ma'am every day, right? And ma'am is so experienced, okay, and managing so well. Special, so I would request you, anything which is coming up in your mind, please, you are free to ask. Over to you. Yes, I know. I can see Devashri's face, and Devashri is having a lot many things. Yes, Devashri, don't you suppress anything. Just come out with your, come up with your questions.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Yeah, ma'am. Recently, I have joined in an office by the help of Indira, ma'am. So I just come out on in my home at 9 a.m. and I am reached at home as 8:30 p.m. ma'am. So when I reached home, my daughter is very pampered, ma'am, and she is very angry on me because she didn't get me at whole time. She wants need me.
Yeah, definitely. Every child needs his
Yeah,
or her.
yeah, yes. So I have lots of problem with her, but thanks to you, today I have get all answer, ma'am.
Thank you very much. We just have to feel good that we have to manage everything.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
And
yes.
we ladies have we have this blessing that we
Yes.
can do each and everything more than gents. Gents can't do whatsoever we are doing, working outside the house and inside the house also. Then also we manage to do work on ourselves also, and everything is possible. It takes time, but nothing is that impossible. We can do everything. So just we have this patience that we have to manage everything, and it's some time is difficult time, not every time. So that time also definitely goes from our life, will go
Yes.
from our life.
Yes, ma'am.
Be
Thank you,
positive,
ma'am.
do your work. Yeah, feel good
Thank-
always with all problems. And
Hmm.
pain and pleasure both are part of life. If we that don't never experience pain, then we never enjoy the pleasure.
Amazing,
So,
amazing.
so we feel good always with every situation, and
Yes,
try
ma'am.
to respond, not react.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Thank
it
you,
is
ma'am.
true, but it is sometimes, ma'am, it becomes really very difficult when we are handling so many work. Honestly, I'm saying, like, I also know because I also have watched so many motivational, I do watch motivational videos almost every day. Then I know that, and positive parental part also I read whenever I get a time. But sometimes like I have experience after knowing the things I'm following, that it's not like that I'm not following. But sometimes I have seen maybe but the ratio is very less, maybe out of 7 days maybe one day I react.
It's natural, normal. Everything is normal. If we feel bad and we feel angry, then we have to show that anger. After that, understand and calm down. It whatsoever we feel good for little bit time, and feel bad also for little bit time, and come to your natural state. That is the right thing to do. Our mentor is also saying, try to live in equanimous. That is the right thing to do.
Absolutely. Praveen sir said that. Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
So I am doing this. I try to live in present moment happily and focus on whatsoever I'm doing, and trying to take one step ahead. It's our duty to look after our children, but it's our duty to look after ourselves also. When we love ourselves, then it's possible to love others.
Amazing, amazing. When we love ourselves, it's possible to love our family members. Amazing,
Yes,
honestly.
yes.
Very nice. So, Deboshree, do you still have anything in your mind that how will I manage time or something like that?
No,
Any
ma'am. No,
help,
ma'am.
please ask, because this is the golden opportunity we each one of us are getting. So let's not, we should respect our opportunity. Anything coming into your mind, please come up with that, because later on, if you call me and say, ma'am, I don't know how to, then I'll not be, because I'm not very expert in this. But I think ma'am knows better than me. So if you have anything, questions popping up in your mind, you can do that. And Shreya, if you have something to talk about, please, it's a golden opportunity we all are getting.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, good evening. Indira ma'am, good evening. Reeta ma'am, good evening. I'm
Good
sorry, ma'am,
evening.
I'm getting late. Ma'am, actually, আমি হিন্দিতে বলছি, ঠিক আছে ম্যাম? ইংলিশ বললে
Okay,
বুঝতে
okay, no problem, no problem. You can
আহ,
speak in English, but you just need to have a confidence level. No problem. If you are comfortable in Hindi, go ahead. Ma'am, I understand Hindi also.
okay.
I
Actually,
love to
ma'am,
speak in Hindi.
oh,
हिंदी में मुझे भी हिंदी बोलना बहुत अच्छा लगता है.
oh,
And
I think it
always
is only, I think it is only I who is not allowing you all
yes, yes.
to speak in Hindi, right? Right.
No
I'm
problem.
little
okay, ma'am.
strict on this.
Both are
Yes,
language
go
and
ahead.
we have to accept languages.
Yes.
Our,
Right. Please
Ma'am,
go ahead, both
actually,
of you.
okay, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, some months ago, मैं ज्वाइन किया था मेरी न्यू जॉब, लाइफ लाइफ का फर्स्ट टाइम जॉब फॉर फ्लिपकार्ट हेल्थ प्लस नियर बाय माय होम. 15 मिनट्स डिस्टेंस था उस जॉब जहाँ पर थी, टोटो से जाता मैंने आता जाता था हम। तो जब मैंने फर्स्ट डे ज्वाइन किया, मैं जो 4 इयर्स लड़का है उसका कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता था। बट आफ्टर 2 months आई नोटिस दैट वो बहुत जल्द एंग्री हो जा रही है, वो बहुत जल्द जेद उसका इतना बढ़ चुकी कि कोई काम हमको हम और हमारे घर वाले कोई कर देता है तो उसको नहीं पसंद होता। फिर से वो काम जो मैंने पास्ट में था, जिस प्लेस में वो था, वो फेस करना पड़ता है। उसके बाद वो स्टडी करता है और खाता है, ठीक है। But when I noticed that कि हमारा लड़का जो है वो 4 इयर्स में इतना जल्द जिद्दी हो गया, उसका एंग्री इतना इतना ज्यादा बढ़ चुकी कि वो रोता है तो पूरा बॉडी कांप जाता है। उसके रोने के बाद पूरा मुंह में रेड रेड कलर हो जाते हैं, ऐसा करके अपने आप को भरती है। तो
These all are tantrums.
हाँ, ये तो
Yeah.
वो नहीं खाती तो दूसरे दिन हम उसको बोला कि क्यों आप ऐसा कर रही है। तो उन्हें बोला कि वो हमको नहीं खुद बोल रही, उसका जो फादर, मेरी जो फादर इन लॉ है उसका, तो वो उसको जाके बोल रही है कि मामा को बोलिए ना काम छोड़ देने के लिए, हमें अच्छे नहीं लगता, मामा चला जाता है। एंड आई जब हम देखा पढ़ाई में तो मन नहीं है, स्कूल भी नहीं जाना चाहती है। इवनिंग में हम जब आती है 8 बजे, कुछ भी नहीं पीता था, दूध भी नहीं पीता था, मिल्क बिस्किट पड़ी रहते था। और उसकी जो हमारी जो हस्बैंड है कि इन लॉज है, 2 इन लॉज ही अवेलेबल बने है, माय मदर इन लॉ एंड फादर इन लॉ, कोई की बात नहीं सुनती हूँ। वो इतना ज्यादा गुस्सा में आ चुकी है। अभी तक हमने 1 महीना, करीब 1 महीना हो चुकी है हम जॉब छोड़ दी उसकी वजह से, क्योंकि वो इतना चेंज हो चुकी है। तो हमने देखा थोड़ा इम्प्रूव है, बट जो नॉर्मल है ना उसकी, पहले वो जो जो ऐसा नहीं करती थी, वो अड़ी बड़ी अड़ी दोनों में बहुत डिफरेंस है। वो जब बोलती है वही करना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो शाउटिंग में पूरा पारा जान चुकता है कि वो है घर में, इतना जो शाउटिंग करता है, इतना रोना धोना स्टार्ट कर देता है कि हम करना ही पड़ते है, वो जो बोलता है हम वो ही कर देते हैं। क्योंकि उसका एंग्री में देखकर बहुत फियर आते जाता है मुझको भी। क्योंकि मेरा जो सिस्टर इन लॉ है, उसका जो चाइल्ड है वो भी सॉन है, वो भी इतना एंग्री होता था कि वो अपनी माँ को, अपनी पापा को, अपनी घर वालों को पीटता था। वो बहुत मुझको स्ट्राइक करता है कि उस इसका भी वो ना हो जाए, ये भी ना वो उस रास्ते में चल जाता है कि पीटेंगे इतनी बड़ा होके। तो यही मेरा प्रॉब्लम है। खाना को तो बात छोड़ देते हैं, वो कोई बात ही नहीं सुनते मुझको।
Main thing is that you have to be channelize things. First of all, you just understand why your child is showing tantrum, whatsoever I told earlier, and try to channelize his things and remove the things what's because of the things your child is showing tantrum. That and you all have to be strict. If you are saying your child no, then no means no. Don't bow down in front of your child, because these things takes you on bad conditions. These things are not good, and it's very that important to give love to your child. But when you have to be strict, then you have to be strict. Main thing is this, that every child is like that. But if we channelize him, try to take to busy him or her, try to live your child in routine, like when your child is busy, doing some, you are in a routine that what to do or what not to do from morning to night. Make your child's routine. This time you have to do study. And one more thing I'm trying to do, but whatsoever I feel it's good for everyone, that make one chart, good habit and bad habit. Write down good habit and write down bad habit. Like I have to start this chart from tomorrow. Sunday. Sunday I have made 10 boxes for good things, 10 boxes for bad things. And just I want to focus from tomorrow. Whenever my child is doing a good thing, then I have to give him one right. If he is that doing something bad, then cross. And in the evening I will count out of 10 how many good and how many bad things my child has done, will have done like that, because I have to do tomorrow. And I already told my son that I am doing this from tomorrow. And if the good things are more, then bad things are less, then I have to give him 1 star. Because my son is that liking nowadays money. He loves money and want more and tell me daily basis to give me money. So I told him that if yours that good habits are more than bad habits, then I'll give you 1 star, and that 1 star means 10 rupees. Understand what I'm saying? On that way, definitely we will change their bad habit into good one. It's
We
simple,
have to give some
not
prizes actually.
yeah. Not
For good work.
not money,
Good work.
not money. You have to give that things whatsoever your child like, and you definitely change your child's behavior in this way. We can definitely do this, and I'll try from tomorrow.
It's phenomenal solution, isn't it? Shreyas, I can see the smiling face of Shreya. Shreya was not very happy, but now she has got an amazing solution in hand. Now she is going to implement this, and we are keeping a hope. Surely it is going to work out, because it's such an amazing solution that all children must have you have a craze to get something, isn't it?
We have to find out the solution.
Yes.
If we are just trying, then nothing will happen. But if we are trying to take solution, then definitely something will happen.
And
So
children will feel good also. No, ma'am?
Yeah.
When they
Yes.
will get the recognition, if they are doing a lot of good habits, they'll get the recognition, they will feel good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it is said that children do better when they feel good.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Great, amazing. So any other questions coming into your mind? Great. All right. Yes, Shreya.
Your voice
You're
is
yes.
You're
Unmute yourself. No, still not audible. Just see the connection of your headphone. Plugged it properly. Maybe sometimes. No, it's not audible. Still not audible.
Hello.
Yes, perfectly all right. Audible. Go ahead.
मैम मेरा जो सन है वो 4 years old है, तो उसका ना ड्राइंग और हारमोनियम को क्या बोलते हैं हिंदी में मुझे पता नहीं, तो वो बहुत अच्छा लगते है। वो अपने आप ही सारेगामा पा धा नि सा अपने आप करती है। नीचे के जो रूम है हमारी, वहाँ पे जाके वो अपने आप हारमोनियम को खोल के गाना को कोई भी वो सुन चुकी है कि कंप्यूटर में और टीवी में, वो अपने आप वो सुन लेती है। ठीक है, तो क्या 4 इयर्स में हम उसको सॉन्ग, आई मीन
Yeah,
गान
yes, it's
टीचर।
possible. My elder son started learning classes from the age of 3 or 4. So when that we have to do this, and these things channelize a child's energy, then they are not going to wrong things. So we have to channelize their energy, try to make them busy. Try to take that when they do something, then automatically they are not showing their tantrum, and they are not doing anything wrong. So it's good if whatsoever field your child likes, then join that things for your child. It's very important to do on time. And you said like that your child is enjoying music and singing, whatsoever is doing, that search the classes and join him as possible, as soon as possible.
Okay, okay ma'am, thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. So I think no more questions. Do you have any other questions or no? Fine, great. So let us give a small acknowledgement to Reeta ma'am. Let us clap together for Reeta ma'am for amazing solutions coming up with and making our life so easy that we called it motherhood, isn't it? Reeta ma'am has given us a bundle of solutions that which will make our motherhood journey easy, isn't it? And will be able to you know raise our child properly. Amazing, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining with us. And I would
Thank you
request,
very much inviting me here. I feel good to do this. And again, I try to do again and again more confident.
yes, ma'am, we will look forward to, again your speech in our webinar, maybe some days, later on. Okay, but we would love to get you as a speaker because we get to know a lot of things, isn't it? So I would request to each one of you, Deboshri and Shreya, as you have attended and you got the solution. We all are, each one of us are getting a lot of informations about this real life solutions. So I would request each one of you, give us a feedback that how it is going to benefit, or whether it was very heart touching or not, that okay, ma'am has given you solution and all these things, especially about how it is going to be benefit to you. Rita ma'am's solutions, bundle of solutions that ma'am has given it to each one of us. All right. So, anything that you would like to say, your feedback, in general feedback about this today's webinar, please, Deboshri and Shreya.
Ma'am, thank you for Rita ma'am. I have get all answer ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
मैम मैं पहले ही बोल चुकी कि मैं मेरी बेटा का जिद्दी और एंग्री होने के बारे में आपको, तो ये मेरी पास बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम थी, इसलिए हम लाइफ का फास्ट जॉब ही छोड़ दी। तो इसका जो सॉल्यूशन आपने बोला है, मुझे लगता है कि रियली वो काम पे आएगी, तो इसके लिए बहुत थैंक्स मैम। एंड मैं पहले इंदिरा मैम मुझको बोल चुकी थी कि मैं आपकी लड़के का हम जब क्लास करती थी ना, वो साइड का घर में रहता था, बहुत शाउटिंग करता था, तो मैम वो सुन के ही बोला था कि रीता मैम को हम बोलेंगे तो तुम्हारी जो भी तो तुम्हारी जो भी प्रॉब्लम होगा तो मैम को बोलना। तो थैंक यू वेरी मच मैम, थैंक यू फॉर your advice, and I'm 100% try to
please take action. Please take action. Both of things you do, then definitely your child will be doing will be doing something better. Like join some classes, and second thing is follow this chart system. Make only for 1 day's chart. Good habit, bad habit, and make 10 columns for good and bad habits, and just count the good things are more or bad things are more.
Ma'am,
And
one
what's for
question.